Some of us experience depression, some of us are frustrated, some of us are tired, we're angry, and we want to feel good. We want to feel like we're in this timeless space where we can do and express what we want and there's no repercussions and everything just flows and that's where we want to go. Nothing inspires me like nature. Hi, I'm Mary Boudreau of the Art Naturally Studio and Gallery, and I welcome you to a few little nuggets about dealing with our moods and our feelings. As artists, we seem to be more sensitive to how we feel and what's going on in the world around us. Granted, some of us experience depression, some of us are frustrated, some of us are tired, we're angry, and we want to feel good. We want to feel like we're in this timeless space where we can do and express what we want and there's no repercussions and everything just flows and that's where we want to go. At least that's been my experience. And as you hear me talk about this, know that it's just my opinion and I'm drawing only from my personal experience. I've been an artist professionally since 1994, but in the years preceding, back into the 80s, is when I really started to work towards becoming an artist. And I went through these experiences of ebb and flow, frustration, doubt, etc., right? The whole realm. That's the way it is. Artists feel. Speaking of the 1980s, here's a little thing that I copied out of a book. I think it was an Emily CARR book. Emily CARR is a Canadian West Coast artist from the earlier part of the 20th century. And she was writing letters back and forth with Lawren Harris of the Group of Seven. So here's what I wrote. For goodness sake, don't let temporary depression, isolation, or any other feeling interfere with your work. Keep on. Do what you feel like doing most. Remember when discouraged that there is a rhythm of elation and dejection, and that we stimulate it by creative endeavor. That has hung in every house that I've lived in, and I've lived in quite a few places in my life, and it hangs in my studio above my desk. And I wanted to share that with you because, like, those words can inspire us, but they don't inform us about how. How do we shift out of the dejection? How do we move away from depression and all the negative things that we tend to experience? So I'm just going to throw out some suggestions that have worked for me. Go for a walk, minimum 40 minutes, because then the endorphins are released. And the endorphins make your whole body and your mind and your feelings feel better. If you can walk in nature, all the better. Put on music that makes you feel good, not sad or lonely. Music that that uplifts you, okay? If you realize within yourself that it's a bunch of thoughts, you heard someone say something negative about you or something along that line, realize that you can change your thoughts. Just because they're there doesn't mean they have to be there, okay? So you could be thinking, oh, so-and-so said something about me and I'm upset about that, and you can dwell on it and stew on it. It changes nothing, right? You have to realize the power of our thought. Changes nothing. It just makes us feel not so nice. So shift your thought to something else. Shift your thought to something that makes you feel wonderful, like the prospect of being a wonderful artist, or how you felt standing in front of a waterfall, or on the edge of a canyon, looking down into the marvel of the sculpted rock. And what about a tree or a flower? Something. Put your thoughts over into something that has beautiful resonance for you. You know, it could be the strum of a guitar. Whatever it is that floats your boat, move your thoughts over there. And once you have made this shift, then you go on and do the things you want to do. You're in a better frame of mind. Your body's probably more relaxed. And there you go. If you are tired, you don't have the energy, you feel lethargic, then maybe you just need rest. We all have very busy lives and we're pulled in so many directions because of the social media and family, etc. Or maybe you're alone all the time and there's nothing stimulating you, and that makes you feel tired and lethargic. So if you're overstimulated, you probably need some real rest. So take it. You need it. Listen to your body and your mind. Let things just calm down and get some sleep, or do very low impact exercise, again, like walking. Now, if you're alone and you're feeling a lack of stimulation, then put yourself out there. Either, even just go to the library, right? Even just being in a different environment will shift your energy and make you feel better. Go to the library and go in the art section and find some fantastic books about art and bring those home and just soak them up. Just get inspired. Watch videos about artists, art history, art theft, art forgery. There's tons of it out there. Other artist teachers, but don't leave me. No, you go wherever you need to go. I support your art world. I support your art journey. And if it means you have to leave me, that's fine. The important thing is where you go. You got to go where it's right for you. So I will leave it there for today. I will probably do more of these little talks because I really want you to feel that you have a friend in me, you have an ally in me, a support system in me for when you're stuck or you're down, or, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I'm just speaking from my own level of experience and the challenges that I have faced in the years of being an artist. So in closing, I want to share something with you. You will find that I'm a bit of a philosopher because I need to rationalize things and understand things. And I study a lot of Theosophy as well. We will not go into that. However, a Theosophical author, Charles Leadbeater, wrote this: "Do not be too greatly disheartened if you should fall even many times. For even failure is to a certain extent a success, since we learn by it, and so are wiser to meet the next problem. We cannot always succeed now at every point, though we surely shall do so ultimately. But never forget that it is not expected of us that we shall always succeed, but only that we shall do our best." So when we make mistakes and we get frustrated, we've got to cherish those mistakes because they are teaching. That's when we're really beginning to learn things, is when we see our mistakes. Value your mistakes just like they're children, right? Nurture them and give them more chances to try and overcome each obstacle as it comes. You can't give up. You've got to keep on. You're an artist, and you'll always be an artist. So get out there, look at the world, love your world, and start putting it onto paper and canvas. Have a beautiful day. I'm Mary Boudreau for the Art Naturally Studio and Gallery and the Art of Drawing Anything. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I wish you all success.